It's a Saturday morning in early fall, and we're ready to go on a walk. I've got on my Danner hiking shoes and smart wool socks, which should be good for the damp and gently uneven ground. It's pleasantly cool but humid out, so I'm wearing lightweight cotton seersucker pants and a camp shirt. We're in the northeast corner of DC's National Arboretum, near the Asian Collections. This is a good spot to start because there are restrooms here and a lot of trails to choose from.
Good morning.
Even though it is humid, the sky is a clear blue. We'll be walking down the Camellia Collection path, and then we'll venture into the Dogwood Collection. This bush to my left is a polar ice camellia. The buds on it are getting closer to blooming. I don't ever seem to remember that camellias are part of the tea family. The plant name placards are helpful reminders. Taking a moment to notice the slight step down. More winter-themed names with the snow flurry camellia. The leaves are so glossy and green in the sun. I'm taking the path to the left to head toward the Dogwood Collection. Further to the left is a bountiful planting of still blooming flowers, but we're heading right to a couple lookout points. All along the right side here are cornelian cherry dogwood trees. Here's a close-up of some of the white berries on bright red twigs. Another common name for them is Siberian dogwood. A nice clearing before we head to the right to a stone-paved spot where you can see the Anacostia River. The morning light is so bright, and the leaves are still so plentiful, it's hard to see the river. But there's a twinkle of light hitting the water every once in a while. I'll just pause here for a minute to listen to the forest. This stone area has a nice curved bench to sit on, and spend some time with this bit of forest. Oh, hi. As you can see, I'm wearing another indispensable part of my walking gear, a hat. It's a wide brim one by Solbari. Also, I can't forget the sunscreen. I've got on an everyday one, Goodall Heartleaf Calming SPF 50. The grass is still very wet from the dew. It's in such good condition, you can tell there haven't been many visitors down here after the dogwoods blossomed. A lovely Ozark spring dogwood is up here on the left in all that sunlight. The leaves are already turning red. As we curve to the right, you can see the reddish gravel area that leads to a shelter. Just to the left of the entrance is a wonderberry dogwood. I really like the color combo of the bright red berries against the burgundy and lime green of the leaves. Let's head inside and check if we can see the river from here. I can make out the ridge of trees on the opposite bank, and also catch a few glimpses of the water. It's a good view when we get closer to winter and the leaves have fallen. Some sturdy overhead beams, and another good bench. I'm speeding by it, but on my right is an unusual dogwood called the dwarf blood twig. Very spooky season appropriate. It caught my attention because of the tendrily look of the branches and how they curve up at the ends. This big dogwood on the right is a Kosa dogwood. But I didn't know that until I looked down and saw the pink, knobby fruits strewn on the trail. They are edible, and I've tasted one before. They're fragrantly sweet, like a cross between an apricot and a plum. Up ahead are some robust hydrangeas. I'm surprised to see the blossoms are still so fresh and full. I almost didn't notice these purpley blue stunners at the base of the hydrangea bush. I'm pretty sure it's an iris, but I don't know the name. If you do, drop me a comment below. I'd love to know. Definitely had to get a close-up of these hydrangeas. The creamy white mixed with the pinky green blossoms is gorgeous. The dogwood to the left of the bench up ahead is another much smaller Kosa dogwood. Here's a shot of the berries on that tree. I didn't get a close-up of this one, but the dogwood with the reddish leaves up ahead is a Cherokee sunset. Sometimes I'm almost overwhelmed by the variety of shades of green among these plants and trees. It can be challenging to capture all the different tones in video recordings, or when I'm painting. This fuzzy-looking plant to the left is an Arkansas blue star. Reaching your hand between them in winter is noticeably warmer than the surrounding temperature. And now we've arrived at the fountain. Thanks for joining me on this walk through a couple of my favorite collections at the National Arboretum. I'd also like to introduce the new name of this channel, Walking Salon. As the name suggests, there will be more walks and more art projects coming soon. If you'd like to support this channel, I'd appreciate you liking this video and subscribing. See you in the next one.